What's going on, everybody? Today I want to talk about the power of, men leading in the relationship and women helping and supporting her man. This is very important, man, because I spent some time with a good friend of mine, who I helped, build a very successful company. And you may have seen the video that I posted with him. But yeah, we had a lot of deep talks about a lot of things, man. A lot, business, life, the way the world's going right now, relationships, family, children, all that kind of stuff, right? Things we always touch on when he visits my city. Anyway, one thing that I really start thinking about, after that is just how important it is for, the man not only to lead but to have purpose and have and to be creating, right? To be building something. It's very important because it's what makes men tick, right? We're constantly trying to evolve. We're constantly trying to build something of value, right? So it's up to us to, continue on that road. Obviously keep building, keep creating. But we need help, right? And for the most part, our woman is by our side to help us and support us on that mission, on that purpose. And it's very important because the woman in your life, guys, has the power to make or break you. And that saying, how does it go? Behind every great man is an even greater woman. That is so true. I really believe that. I really do, because a woman, she needs to have her own strengths. You know what I mean? And persevering and persisting, with her man, and thinking about how she can best support him and best help him on his mission, right? So she's constantly trying to think about, what does she need to do to be better? You know what I mean? She's constantly thinking and trying to tweak things up. And I'm not saying all women are like this, man, because there's a lot of women that really aren't like that. So let's just get that straight, okay? But to the good women out there who understand what I'm saying, big ups to you. You know what I'm saying? Props. Yeah, it's important, guys. It's important to make sure that you're leading effectively, but also the women who are with these men, you need to support him, help him, on his mission, because our purpose is everything to us, man. It really is. If we can be successful in our purpose as men, building businesses, making money, whatever the case may be, right? We can better protect and provide for the people we care about. We can build a life for not only ourselves, but for our women, our children. You know what I mean? It's very important, man, especially in this day and age right now when we got a lot of bullshit going on in the world and things are harder and harder and harder. The cost of living is skyrocketing. It's just crazy right now. It's madness, right? And I'm sure you all can agree. So it's important for us men to be able to control what we can control and let go of the things that we can't control. We can only control the value that we're creating. We can only control our actions every day in whatever we're trying to build. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, really think about this. It's important. You can't just go through life winging it. You can't just go through life, not really being clear on how you need to execute things. And yeah, just like a car, man. A car has been built and it's got functions in the car. It's got an engine, it's got exhaust, it's got the wheels, it's got the doors, the frame, windows, all of that. It's got things in place to help it produce, which is to, help transport, people back and forth between, point A and point B. Everything has a way to, everything's been created to work, right? To be able to produce the value that it is. Like these sunglasses, they produce value for me because it blocks out a little bit of sun glare, when I'm talking, to you on this camera, right? I don't want to be squinting and shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, look, I hope you got some value from this. Just remember, men lead for a reason. We're trying to create. We're trying to, we're on our purpose. We're on our mission. And the women that are on our, by our side, they're like our help meet, as the Bible says. But at the same time, man, as a last message, we need to protect her and treat her well. You know what I'm saying? And treat her like a queen, baby. You know, just like if she treats us like a king, we treat her like a queen. All right, later.